If this file was ready, save, list, delete we have done. Now we need to work on next functionality. Next functionality is something related to array only. Data will be inside the array. From array, according to user interaction, we'll try to display the data. There some more state management skill will come. So create next file hook4.js. In the same hook folder, hook4.js. Okay, hook4.js. In hook4.js file, we will import React and use state from React. Const page 4. That will organize, structure the data properly. Then we'll try to read that. Okay. Create a variable, something, user data, comma, update data. User state, square bracket, and break it down like this. Because we need to add some more data inside. Okay, next after this. So this is the use state open and use state close here. Inside we are adding the content directly. Name, some name, and is next after that. Education. Next year. Next grade. Next mobile. Next city. Next, state. So we got some bulk data for one user. Right. So one user details added. Put a comma here. Come down. Add one more user details. Name something. BCA. In grade B. Pune. Next, come down. Add one more user. Third user. Jit. And CA background. 19. C grade. You log in Zoom now. I'll give you this. Can you log in Zoom? Zoom. I'll give this file. Book 4 we have created. This much only we have written as of now. Or if you write, you can write it. Write one user and copy paste. Okay, so hold on. We are writing something. Let me to complete. Okay, the user added. हाँ देखो आप ये ऊपर वाला portion. Write it quickly. Just will hold for a minute. Now you are trying this data fixed value. This data will come from somewhere else. Once you call API, API means backend server. From there, data will come like bulk data. Their content will be in the multiple level, one array, two arrays actually. So how will handle that? Clear? Niche? Okay, so what we have written till here. Now this is the state that is ending here. Okay. After that, what we need to do? We need to return the. We need to write here called return. Inside this, there will be two block division, class name, container h1, state. Then after that, array object. After that, index. Then update state. This all you will be understanding in that. Array object you created with index, how we are going to play. When the user will click, how will update the state. Data is going to come by default from a state. Okay, now we can check this much first. We'll run it. Okay, so export default has to be done. Page 4. Now come to the app.js file. In app.js file, import the hook 4 and just add in the linking. Import hook page 4. Import hook page 4. Next, after this, come down, create a link. Page 8. Already I made. Page 9. H4. Link page 9 to hook 4 component. Okay. Now come to the code. So hope your page is able to load. or anyone error? Now come inside this container, create two block, write a division class name equal to anything, user block. Inside that, two section will create. The first section will be UL and the second section will be called as a div. First section is a UL and second section is a div. What we want to do under the UL? Under the UL, we want to display the name, username, and under the division, we want to display the details. Okay. UL tag, you remember, it's a block level tag or inline tag. UL is the block level tag. Division, block level tag. Now, the division you have written here, user block. For that, we can write display grid. So what will happen? Both will come side by side. We can give 30-70 or maybe 40-60 combination. So automatically both will fit in one after other. Okay. So let's go. First to write here a class name called user list and write here a class called user info. And in both the section, because user list design will be different and user info design will be different, so we given two class. But we want both should have the equal gap. Padding point of view, margin point of view, there should be equal gap. Okay, that we can write separately, no problem. Or we can write in user list only, we can do something in this. Now write a li here. Available users. And in the right side, you write H2 user details. User details. Okay, hope ready. Both are coming one by one. Oh, something else happened. Oh, because we have written the CSS per UL tag already, right? Okay. So this UL you have to remove and you have to do something else here. No problem. And let's keep div tag only. Right here also div tag itself. And inside keep a p tag or maybe h2 you can write. No problem. H2 and h2. For UL we have created navigation. For that we have written already CSS. So it will not fit now properly. It will go here, the user, available user. So this will be okay. Let's make div best, modify little. Now we can go to the CSS file. CSS we can write for user block. Okay. And CSS we can, okay. But before that, you write here map function so that it will display the list. What is our state array? State array is called user data. So right here, user data dot map uinfo comma index. User info comma index. User info comma index. Return a p tag return a p tag with the user info dot name. Info dot name, and key property will be as a index. Okay, ready? Check now. Is that printing the list of users? 3 users we have, all 3 names are coming. Now, whichever the name we click, their details information should print below. So in that case, first, this user should come in the left side and the details should go to the right side. So complete this. HTML part, then we'll come to the CSS. CSS. Okay, so CSS file we can go, that is called index.css file. What are the classes we have? First is called user block. So we'll write a CSS for user block. In that display you make as a grid directly, and after that grid template column make as a 2, 30% will be first and 70% will be second. %30 and second 70%. One is called user list, another one is called user info. One is called user list. We can write something margin or padding is also okay. Padding 10 px as well as margin 20 px. Box shadow you can apply, not in the left side. Box shadow you can apply the next one. User info you have that class. Margin padding is okay. Box shadow also we can apply this one. It will look like little, or box shadow we should keep in the first one. I'll have a look once. Okay. So here is this is the left side. No problem. This is also fine. In the left also we can add a box shadow 0 0 0 0 px 0 px 10 px gray color, and the right side less little, not very much, 10 10 you can give 10 10 gray color. Should look like this. Left side will have data, right side will have data. In the first user list, you can write text align left. So it should come in the left hand side. Okay. Now come next. So content should look like this. When we click on the names, whichever the name we click, their information should come in the right side. So CSS is written. Write quickly. Okay. Now let's go to the CS, this file. What is the requirement? Requirement is we are displaying only name in the left side. Based on the click, Ganesh details should come in the right side. Based on clicks, Alex, because for one user you have many information. These many informations are there, right? So those we wanted to display in the right hand side. Now come next. When page will load, suppose when you come to this page, what should happen? It should not display right side as a blank. It should display at least first user by default. So how to do that? First create a one more state variable. Create one more state variable. Let user details comma update details equal to use state should be by default as a array like this. By default should be like as a array. Now when the page will load, we want to display one user information. So what will happen is, okay, or also you can do, instead of putting here empty, let's do like this. What is your first user? What is the array? User data. So also we can do like this. In user data, on 0 position, whichever the content is stored, give to whom? User details. But this will be in the sequence. First should be your array and the second should be this variable. So once the page will load, automatically from user data, the first element details will assign to the user details. Then from user details, we can print name, education, year and everything in the right hand side. And again, if the user will click on the particular one, then what will happen? Based on click, again we'll change the index. Okay. So that point will be next. Come to the next. So you wrote till here. Huh? There. Written this line. This line written. Okay. So next we are going down only. Come now. Wait a minute. I'll ask with these people also. So hope you have completed till here, till line number 34. Okay. Now come down. What is your default variable? User details. If you move the mouse on user details here, I'm moving the mouse on user details. What it says? Under user details, following properties are exist. You can print it easily. Okay. So let's come down. and you can write a table or anything in find. Width 100%, cell padding somewhere 10 is okay. T head you will follow or T body also you will follow, both is fine. Write a TR where you will print call in one TR, TH, full name. TH you don't print here again because you are under the T body. You need to print TD only. As a full name, okay, it is asking something. Come down. Write call user details dot name, and you can check once first. If one user details, first user details is coming, then TR you can copy paste and print all the property. Okay, let us see printing name as a full name as a Ganesh. Now same way, 100% width look like very big, become big area. 50%, 60% you can give. Okay, write the next TR. What are the details we have? Name, education, year, grade. Name, education, edu, year, grade, 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 name, education, year, grade, mobile, city, state. Mobile, mobile, city, then state. Right? The on page load. Check now. Right, so everything is printing. Of Ganesh. When we click on next, that data should change here. State is not coming. Dot user details dot, what is that? Oh, S I have given capital. S is capital, so that I have to write here. State, S is the capital. So printing for everyone. Something like this. Or error. That should not be the error. Okay. Next is on click, we need to make it functional. What you wrote? Remove position text. Footer. Footer went down.
User details.
That is next matter. Your printed details. This is which one you assign. You have to pass your array name, user data of 0. No. Why you are doing mistake again? I asked before 0, you should write your user data. Now write it. We have written here user data. Can you see that? Array name. Now write that user data. User data. Check out. And yours. You have not closed the division properly. Comma you have not given. Not here in code. Can you see there? After this comma should be here or not? If not. Remove the UL. I've written the UL anywhere. We have removed the UL, we converted into div. UL we change with the div. Whatever. CSS, we check CSS. No? You can check here CSS from in user list. Box shadow what you have written. Box shadow is there. Something wrong. Is it 0px or OPX? What class you have written there? No, both are user list only. One is user info. Second one is user info. First one is user list. In HTML. Hook4.js. Where you wrote user list. class name equal to user list. Division closed where here user import. Put some background color that you can fix later. Put some VG color. Okay, now data is printing for how many users? One user. What is your next target? On click, the content has to change. Simple now. Let's write a function const get user equal to, you need to get here index of the user. Alert this index first. Alert this index first. Alert that index first. Okay, got it. Now come down. We need to call the get user function on the click of this paragraph. P tag we saw here, P tag we have. On click, inside P tag only, not out of the P tag. P open, P close. Here on click equal to, you will call the get user dot bind. While doing bind, you have to pass the this comma index. So whichever the user we click, that name will appear, that index will come as a alert. On click equal to get user dot bind this comma index. Index we need to pass, but you are passing inside the map function, so bind function will be required. Okay, ready? Now come, click on name 0, second name 1, third name 2. Index is coming 0, 1, 2, 3. Now a small line will do in the changes in the function. After that, data will change in the right hand side. Okay, let's go up. What we can do is we can call here this function. Call a update details function we can call here. And in update details function, we will pass the details of those user that index you have clicked. So what is your array name? Array name is user data. What you have passed by default? 0. But now user is clicking on different names that he wanted to see. So 0 will get replaced by index, because index will come every time different, and that based on the index, details of a particular user will go to the update user, and from update user it will go to the user details. And user details you are printing in the right side, automatically it will print. Let us check now. This function is the main function. We can go here, click changing. Now design wise, it's your wish. You can take 2-3 minutes and change the design however you want to display. Maybe when the mouse will go here, change the color, correct? That is also possible. But functionality is happening. Now similar way what will happen, like from backend you will get the bulk data, and your client company will say, don't display all data together, page will become heavy. Display the short information, and based on click, display the remaining information. So how will play that time? That time, okay. So again, when you will display the short information, they'll say when the page is loading, display the first user details. So how to capture that? Because the data will come in array, no problem, we'll take the first 0 position and we'll give to another variable. And from this variable, we'll print on load. And again, we'll write a function. That function will call on click and will pass the index. And based on index, take the user, particular user element details and give to again function. Function will print inside the click. So that will become your particular task. Okay. Now, CSS point of view, my page is not looking good. I will make some changes. This is okay. This is also fine. Now when I click here, data is coming in the right side is okay. Just I'll design the table something here. Okay. Under the user info, we have a table. Under the user info, we have a table. Yeah, we have a table. For that table, I'll do the changes. User info, have a table. For that, we'll write some kind of order. npx dotted or dashed red color. Okay. Then some padding will be inside. npx is okay. Next, it will have a tr. So some kind of border will get applied in the right hand side, something like this. When you click here, it will change. And this is called, what is that? User details. There you can write directly, or h2 we have written, right? What is that? h2 only, no? h2. Okay. So that also you can write user info dot space h2. Text line left. So print in the left side. CSS, some changes if you want, you can do. Look like this. Clean. Then inside the user list, we have a p tag. Under the user list, we have p tag over. When the mouse will go there, cursor should be pointer, and cursor should be as a pointer, and color should convert into blue color, and text decoration should convert into underline. This all multiple activity you can do. Depends. So under the user info, we have a table that we decorated. Under the user info H2, we have that we decorated. Under the user info, user list, this should be user list. User list. Under the user list, we have p tag. When the mouse will go there, cursor will convert into pointer, color will be blue color, and it will be underline also, so that will feel like, yes, it is asking to click, something like this. Okay, change. From here to here, you can add it. Or if you have some other idea in mind, you can write also. Fine. I shared the CSS in your chat. Okay. Yes. Okay, so next after this, we have got some idea on props related, how to make dynamic, how to reuse the component. Second, okay, this is something, this is static pages you have read. Next, you are under the state management there within the file, saving, listing, deleting, we saw. Now, multi-array of object we saw. This something where if you get the bulk data and we need to filter user-wise, then we can make it something. This happen. Next, after this, next step will be useParams. useParams. Like suppose you are clicking here and you click here and data displayed here. How it's happening? Based on index, right? It's happening based on index. Now we wanted something there. If you click on this Ganesh, here the user ID should change in the browser URL. Call is a 0. Then it should display the 0 user details. If you click on Alex, then here it should change as a 1. It should display the first user details. If you click on Ajit, it should convert as a 2, and then it should display which one? Second user details. That is called how to receive the value from browser URL. That happen through the another hooks function that is called useParams. Okay, so the useParams we need to see. After understanding the useParams, we will go for the something else, that getting the data from third party URL from the API and passing to the React and handling the data inside the React using the state and something else. Okay, so you will create the next component to create, right? So this hook 4 work for everyone. I'll share you the file. Okay, so hook 4 is available in your chat. You can use it according to need. Hook 5.js. Next file, hook 5.js. Hook 5.js. Import React. Use state is required here from React. Next, after that, import useParams. useParams from React router down. Imported. Now come down. Right below again const book page 5. Export default right inside const something called ID, or maybe write something else called city equal to useParams. Then we will ask where the city is coming from and what is the useParams. After completion of the part, you will come to know, yes, so flow is like this. Return division class name container h1 useParams hook. Okay, done. Come down. Print here h2 your city is that city variable. Then still question is where the city is coming from. Okay, I think use state was not required in this file. Use state is not. Okay, done it. Let's come to the app.js file now. So this file is ready. In that surprise is what is the useParams and what is the city variable. Correct? These two are the question mark, where it's come from, right? It will clear under the app.js file. Okay. Come to the app.js file. In app.js file, so hope everyone have written. I will be moving to the app.js file next. Import that hook 5. Now, when you are going to create a link, you have to create like this. You cannot create directly. You have created you are receiving a city variable, remember? City variable. Now for the city variable, you have to give here default value. Like suppose we give it a Bangalore. Page 10/Bangalore. So Bangalore will capture under the city variable. Where you have created? Under the hook 5. Okay. Under the hook 5, you have created the Bangalore city. In that, Bangalore will get captured. Other path you can see what we are given. Only path page 1, 9, 10 we are given. But in the page number 10, we are giving / next parameter. That's called parameter from the URL. Okay. So value we pass, but still variable is not created. Variable you have used. Correct? Where? Under the hook 5. Value you are passing, but still variable is not created. Okay. So how to create the variable? That is the next line. This we are passing as a default value just for understanding. Okay. We will make it dynamic in the next example. One example first we need to get idea how the flow is happening. Okay. So page 10 / hook page 10/:, and what variable name you are using there, that we will write here. It's becoming a router variable. Okay. So now if you look into the sequence, okay, here you should change hook 5 also. If you look into the sequence, page 10, after page 10 / here also /, but Bangalore, at the place of Bangalore, what we have? City, and colon represent is a variable. The value can be anything. Okay. Save your file and go to the browser, click on hook 5. You should see the Bangalore should print in the page. Okay. Now let us check here. What is the default value? Hook 5. What is printing by default? Bangalore. This Bangalore is written in the URL. You can click there and change manually. Bangalore is written there. Change to Mumbai and enter. That Mumbai will print inside the page. Change to Kolkata. Enter will print here. Change to Chennai. Enter, it will print here. right? So this is called how to receive the value from browser URL. How to receive the value from browser URL? That is called as a hooks function. And what is the name of the function? useParams. One we are passing. In the next class, we'll understand how to pass multiple. We'll work on the same example. We'll provide that, will not change the link manually. We will provide the hyperlink inside the page. Based on the click of the hyperlink, the content will get changed and URL will get changed. Okay. Next example will get it properly. Okay, so let's see you tomorrow.